Welcome to another one of these sporadic videos of stuff I went looking for reviews before I bought and couldn't find any, so here's one. This time it's from Lucid Eye, a bunch of simians and their orangutans, or great red apes I think they call them. 28mm scale metal. Took about a week to get delivered, small company, doesn't really bother me, plenty of backlog to work through. Yeah, let's get into it, see what they are. It's first order from Lucid Eye. Pretty happy with it. I've opened this just to take the paperwork out of it, but we'll see what else is in it. So, I ordered, they run sporadic half price sales every few weeks. So, yeah, I was just waiting for these to come on, and I ordered all of them. Well, all the ones that were on the offer anyway, so 3 bags. It's actually 8 kits maybe. I think it's Simian Bods 1 and 2, the Red Ape Bods 1 and 2, and then the 2 characters that were available at the time, so a Simian character and a Red Ape character. They are designed for their pulp game. It's not something I ever play. It's not something I have much interest in playing. I got these because I like to paint. It's not that I have no interest in it, it's that I have little enough time as it goes. So, 28mm scale. Get the trusty, let's get something that's actually trusty and 8mm or 28mm scale. Let's grab this guy. Black Scorpion, he's about 32mm, so it's kind of what scale creep's going up to now anyway. So as you can see, they're about chest height, so they're slightly smaller than 28 to the eye, but they are realistic. Remember, chimps and apes in this world are not the same height as humans, but they are significantly stronger. Tiny bits of flash, but other than that, perfectly crisp. Connector in there at the hand will need removed, but you know, for a one-piece metal mold, that's pretty nice, pretty shiny. Another one piece here. One of the issues I have with one pieces is getting to print everything, or paint everything, sorry, print. I've been staring at printed stuff for a while. Is getting my brush into everywhere. As you can see, these are pretty well designed. For example, if I take, let's see what I have to hand. One of these guys here. This is a one-page rules Eternal Dynasty. Great sculpt, but one piece and an absolute pain in the hoop to get your brush in. Guy can sculpt, can't. In my opinion, it's not a great sculpt, especially when you're doing 30 of these. These guys here, one piece, I don't think there'll be an issue. Yeah, the detailing's not as great, or there's not as much detailing, but there's still all that lovely fur texture. So, let's move on to the bods. Let's get these guys out first. So these are the red apes, or the red ones, the angrier ones. Bent, bit of bent, that's just shipping. All unique poses, all unique sculpts. Well, very dynamic, really well cast. I don't see any slippage or molds on them. What will these be used for, you say? I have no idea. I have a mix of modern games and fantasy. A few warriors in my Frostgrave unit, or warband, might suddenly transform. The thugs and thieves maybe, I don't know. I am playing around with a few post-apocalyptic. There's another one of those joining tabs that'll need cut. Very little flash, and my camera would focus. Very nice posing. Very dynamic. If you wanted to, I would say you could maybe even paint them up as Stone Age men, or really, really ugly, the Hills of Ice style characters. But I will be doing them as orangutans, because I have a thing for monkeys that way. I'm just using them in as many different games as possible. Now, speaking of post-apocalyptic, just back to this guy. Can you recognize him? First thing I thought when I seen him was Caesar or Kaiser, depending on how you want to pronounce it, from Planet of the Apes. But that's just a wee aside. So he's very much going to get painted up like him. Let's get these. These are the Simian bods, so there's a few more of them. Once again, this is both sets of the bods. That's actually the first casting failure so far, but it's only in the base, and I don't really care about that. Bit of flash. Another crouching, aggressive pose. I do like the posing in these, as I've said, and when they come back on sale, I will be getting more of them because they are fun. And although they're not in or on tactical rocks or anything like that, you can still have them in a dynamic pose that's not, oh, I'm jumping on somebody directly, or I'm stabbing somebody. It can be dynamic and threatening, which is what a lot of these are, which is what I like. Tiny wee bit of flash. There's been no mold slippage in these, and I'm not sure if that's because they are 2-part molds or a 1-part mold. I would assume the latter, but the casting quality is there. So there's a mold line, I think, or else that's maybe just the insert lug. But they are fantastic. I do like them. I may even paint this one up and just do him first to try and get color schemes. Very ubiquitous weapons. Lots of spears and Stone Age clubs. So even the likes of that, if you wanted to, I would say you could get away with basing these in a modern jungle environment. Some sort of slightly evolved ape, or even in a laboratory system if you're playing some sort of carnivore series, or just whatever you really want. But that's these. I'll get a few more of my local or my scale models and pull these out to the side. So scale, all important. So these are done to 28mm. So I have grabbed a handful from my display and work station. Up front, probably to get you the best scale, I've grabbed 3 different 28mm humans from a couple of ranges. So we have a bolt action lieutenant or commissar, whatever you want to call him, a North Star in the same rank, and then an across the dead Earth human, 28mm human. So as you can see, they are proper 28mm, slightly smaller for the chimp, and the orangutan is a good bit. Well, I'm assuming he's an orangutan. He's a red ape. If you watch the Planet of the Apes reboot, he's the wise one. I'm not overly familiar with monkey breeds. And then, of course, because it's not all just moderns or human world, a Frostgrave Yeti, significantly taller, as you can see. So probably won't be using them for them unless you're doing 15mm. A 32mm Star Wars Legion. Once again, he's probably not a system you're going to be using these, or a skill you're going to be using these in. Now he is on a bit of a thicker base, but you raise them up, they're still, unless you want to use them Z-Walks, something like that. I'm not a Legion player, those are for somebody else. Just for a real standoffish, just to give you, now these are monstrous infantry. There is a Mirsa Furblog, still work in progress right enough. I've been sitting there for half a year. So as you can see, the scale does quite, they are quite small. Now, I have lifted this. This is a pony. Why, you might ask? I might get some more of these. I mentioned I might get another order of these on the next time they're in sale. Might not even wait till then. I might just get them and convert them up to be pony cavalry. But hang out and or wait around and we'll see that. So, but as it compares to 28mm humans, I'm not going to bother showing you any Warhammer because I hate the system. They are perfectly scaled. Thank you. See you again.